the little cat that mastered a skateboard and stole everyone's hearts. They got Pookie exactly a year ago. At the time, her husband wasn't too excited about the idea. He had always been a dog person. Cats weren't really his thing. Honestly, he didn't see what all the fuss was about. But she had a strong feeling. She just knew Pookie was meant to come home with them. From the first moment Pookie stepped into their house, it was clear she was different. She was tiny, curious, and full of personality. She wasn't shy at all. Within hours, she was climbing on counters, exploring under furniture, and making herself completely at home. Somehow, even her husband, Mr. I Don't Do Cats, was already kind of smitten. About a week after they brought her home, they were going through a bunch of old stuff trying to declutter. Her husband pulled out some old skateboards that had been collecting dust in the garage. He used to skate a lot when he was younger, but hadn't touched a board in years. He probably planned to give them away or throw them out. But then something unexpected happened. One skateboard ended up lying flat on the kitchen floor. At some point, Pookie bumped it and it rolled just a little. She froze. Her ears perked up. She tapped it again. It moved. She climbed on and it rolled beneath her. They both stood there stunned like, wait, did that just happen? Pookie jumped off, then right back on. She started pouncing on it like it was a toy. But it didn't stop there. Pookie realized she could actually move while riding it. It became her new obsession. Little by little, she learned how to balance. She would put one tiny paw forward, trying to push herself along. It was unreal. They kept thinking, is this normal? Do cats do this? But nothing about Pookie ever felt ordinary. What surprised him the most was her husband's reaction. At first, he just watched a little in disbelief. Then he started skating around the kitchen again, casually, just to see if she would follow, and she did. She was completely into it. Her eyes would light up, her tail would twitch, and she tried to mimic him. Before long, they were skating together in the kitchen almost every night. They started filming little clips and sharing them online. People couldn't believe it. Comments came in like, "She's better than me," or "Take her to a real skate park." And so they did. They got her a tiny ramp and eventually took her to a local skate park. To their amazement, she was completely unfazed. She was excited, focused, and ready to roll. She literally looked like she belonged there. Watching her husband beam with pride as Pookie zipped around was something they would never forget. He had completely fallen in love with her, and she adored him. It was like skateboarding became their shared language, something that brought them together in the most unexpected way. And honestly, they were a little jealous, but mostly just grateful. Grateful that this tiny, brave cat had brought so much joy into their lives. Pookie's story reminds us that unexpected joy can appear in the smallest packages. If you are thinking about adopting or rescuing a special animal, take your time to learn about their needs, understand their emotions, and be sure you are ready for the responsibility. And if this story touched your heart, give it a like, share it with someone who needs a smile, and subscribe to follow more of Pookie's adventures.